And I'll show you guys what we're doing today. I have it written up on our whiteboard here. We are going to get in some dips, split squats, side plank reach through, so a little bit of core work, snow angels with or without weight, Armenian deadlift, leg lowers, so a little bit more core work, reverse flies, lateral lunges, and side bends. Okay, so we got quite a packed day today. We'll do 3 sets of each series, and you'll notice there's a little bit of tempo on there today as well. So our first one we're going to start with, as I said, you'll need either a chair or a bench, something that you can use to do some dips off the side of. Easiest variation of our dip, we're going to get our hands set on our chair or our bench. We'll have our knees bent. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you can get your legs straight, or if you have a med ball or something, you can elevate your feet. So we're going to do on our dips today is we're going to get set up with a nice tall chest. Your shoulders are back. We're going to go about 2 seconds down. We're going to nice big push, 1 second pause at the top. 2 seconds down, and then 1 second pause at the top. We're going to start with that, and we're going to do 10 reps. So whenever you guys are ready, we'll start with the dips, and we'll go over our next exercise once everybody's ready. We'll go ahead and get started. 10 dips, remember 2 seconds down. We'll get that nice quick push on the way back up. And a little bit. All right, so get 10. We'll shake out those arms a little bit. Our next one's going to be our rear foot elevated split squats. So you're going to use your bench or your chair for this one as well. You can add weight to this if you want to. Dumbbells down by the side, or you can hold a kettlebell up in a goblet position. We're going to stand a couple feet away from our chair. This back foot's just going to rest on the edge. Remember on this one, this back knee is going to come straight down towards the ground. And in this position, we should see the knee pretty well stacked right over the ankle. We're trying to get all our weight on this front foot and just push straight back up. So on this one, we're going to do 2 seconds on the way down, get a slight pause, and then we'll press back up. And we're going to do 8 reps on each side. Again, if you want to add a little bit of weight, you can hold dumbbells down by the side or out in front. We'll be fine. So we'll do that as well. 8 reps on each side. Again, 2 seconds down on these. And if you guys need to get a little rest in between sides, you can shake out your legs a little bit, catch your breath on that. Yeah, I'm gonna get to hurry it up. All right, 8 reps on each leg. Shake out those legs a little bit. And then our last one for our core piece today is gonna be a side plank reach through. So we're gonna do on this, I'll show you from the front. We're gonna be in a side plank, up on our elbow. Your feet can be staggered on this one, so one in front of the other. We're just gonna rotate, reach that arm through as far as you can, and then rotate back up. Okay. Just nice and controlled on this one. We're gonna go ahead and get in 10 on each side. I like to stagger my feet on this one as I reach around. Get a little bit of obliques. All right, we'll get 10 on each side on those. Rest a little bit here. And then we're going to go back for another set of dips. 10 reps on our dips. Remember, we're going slow on the way down. And then that nice quick push on the way back up. And if you guys know that you're going to be making a lot of noise on this, you want to mute yourself, you're welcome to. All right, get 10 dips. Then we're going to go back to our split squats. Again, body weight or weighted. If having your foot elevated is too much, I forgot to mention this on the first round, you're welcome to just do a split squat on the floor without having your foot up on the bench. The bench just makes it a little bit harder. All right, so when we're ready, we're going to do 8 on each side on these. Again, 2 seconds on the way down, just a slight pause at the bottom. Really make sure as you guys are pressing back up that you're pushing through that whole foot. Make sure you're not pushing through that toe. All right, 8 each side, and we're going to go back to our side plank reach through. And again, we're going 10 on each side on our side planks. All right, get a little bit of rest here, and then we're gonna go right back to our last set of dips. This will be our last round through this series. And 10 nice and controlled reps, slow on the way down. Finish out there, go right back into our split squats. And nice and controlled reps, keeping that balance. 8 reps on each side. And make sure you're pushing through that whole foot on the way back up. And from there, you go to one more set of our side plank rotations. We've got 10 on each side of these. All right, first series down. 2 more to go. All right, so our next series, as you finish up, we have snow angels, we have Romanian deadlifts, and then we have alternating leg lowers to be our core exercise. For our snow angels, if you have a set of light weights, whether that's light plates or some canned food or something like that, you can use those for your snow angels. If not, no worries. Body weight's going to be pretty challenging enough. On our snow angels, we're going to be on our stomach. We're going to relax our legs on the ground. If you want to relax your forehead on the ground, you can do that as well. We're going to start with our arms reaching out straight overhead. We're going to think about 2 seconds to get to the back and 2 seconds to get to the front. We're going to shoot for 10 reps on this. So we'll keep our hands up off the ground, reaching the place all around up over the glutes, and then all the way back out in front. When you're ready, you can start 10 nice controlled reps. Not fun. All right, 10 nice and controlled reps on our snow angels. Good control movements. We're going to go into our RDL. If you have 2 dumbbells or 1 dumbbell or a kettlebell, whatever you have for weight today, you can use for your RDL. What we're going to do on this one is we're going to hold our weight on front. Feet are going to be underneath our hips. Just that slight bend in the knees. Back stays nice and flat. Go 3 seconds down until we feel that nice stretch in the hamstring. Hold for a second, and then we'll come on up nice and quick. We're going to do 10 reps here as well. You think about 3 seconds down, 1 second pause. Once you're done there, you're going to set your mat, weight on your mat for our leg lowers. We're going to use this as an anchor for our leg lowers here. So what we're going to do is lay on our back. We're going to start with our legs straight up in the air. You're going to hold on to your weight just to give you a base. Keeping our low back pressed into the floor here. We're just going to slowly extend or lower one leg to the floor. We'll come on back up and then we'll switch to the other side. So nice and slow, we're going to do 10 on each leg. And try to keep that leg straight as we're coming down. As that leg comes to the floor, we want to make sure that low back is pressed into the mat. You shouldn't see that rib cage open up. Right, and that is round 1. We'll go through that series one more time, or 2 more times, excuse me. So we're going to head back for our snow angels. Move that big weight out of the way. And this one, we're laying on our stomach, hands are up off the ground, nice and controlled, reaching out and around. We have 10 reps here. Finish out your snow angels. Shake out your arms. We'll go back to our RDLs. We'll grab our weight. Again, here underneath our hips. Make sure that back stays nice and flat here. Slight bend in the knees. Pushing the hips back as that torso comes forward. Just till we feel that nice stretch in the hamstring. Slow on the way down. About 10 reps here. And again, you can set your weight down on your mat. We'll use that for our anchor, for our leg lowers. So again, we're going 10 on each side. And we're nice and controlled on the way down. And that low back pressing the mat the whole time as we extend that leg towards the floor. All right, one more round. Starting again with the snow angels. Good controlled reps here. Out and around. And once we get 10 each side, we'll go back to our RDLs. Our last set, 10 reps. Same thing, nice and slow on the way down. Once you finish out 10, we'll set your weight down. One more set of our leg lowers. And 10 on each side, nice and controlled. Making sure that low back stays pressed down. We're squeezing that rib cage down. All right, grab a little water. We got one more series. Last one will be reverse slide, lateral lunges, and side bends. So get a little bit more upper body, lower body, and core. One more series, 3 times through. So we start with our reverse slides. I would suggest if you have them, some light dumbbells. You can also use your light plates you did for your snow angels. You have those as well. What we're looking for on the reverse slide is we're going to be in that same position we were for the RDL, with that torso facing the ground. Palms are going to face the middle. We're going to bend the elbow just slightly. We're going to squeeze the dumbbells or the plates out to the side. Okay, so slight bend in the elbow here. We're going to squeeze up. So you're going to get a little bit of that rear delt. Okay, if we keep our arms straight, it works a little different muscle. So we want to slight bend in the elbows. If you can, we'll get a little pause at the top. We're going to go for 10 reps here. Nice big squeeze at the top, keeping our body facing the floor. Slight bend in the elbows. All right, got 10 reps there. Okay, from here we're going to go into lateral lunges. If you want to add weight to that, you can hold a weight in the middle. I'd say like a kettlebell or a dumbbell goblet squat. What we're going to do on this one is we're going to take a big step out to the side. We're going to push our hip back as that knee comes out. I want to think about this leg is in a squat position. So we ideally want to get this leg hip crease down below parallel, put that on the ground. We're going to push back to that standing position, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So big step out, hip comes back, knee stays back. We're going to push back up. We're going to do 8 each direction. So whenever you're ready. If that's too much for your knees to push back, you can stay in this wide position, and we'll just shift side to side. But if you can't, I want you to push all the way back up. So remember, foot flat on the ground. We're sitting back into the heel, pushing that knee out, and get a big push on the way back up.
I'm running into shit.
And there we go, 8 each side. And from there, we're going to go into a side bend. You can grab Your dumbbell or kettlebell, something a little bit heavier would be better. We're gonna hold our weight down by our side. Feet are gonna be very close together. Just gonna push this hip away. Let that dumbbell come down the side. We feel that nice stretch in the obliques. I'll get a big squeeze back to neutral. Slow on the way down. We're gonna do 10 on each side. Nice and controlled, big squeeze. Now, Christy calls these the teapots. Ten on each side. Nice and slow on the way down. Just feeling that nice stretch. Make sure those shoulders are staying square. Once you finish out 10 each side, get our weight down. We're going to go back to our reverse flies, round 2. So again, your lighter weights here. Just make sure that torso is facing the ground. Do a slight bend in the knees, bend in the elbow, big squeeze out to the side. If you can, we'll get that slight pause. We're going 10 reps here on this one. We'll get another set of lateral lunges. Again, if you want to hold on to some weight, add some weight. If this is challenging enough, say body weight today. That big step out to the side, hip comes back, knee comes out. Big push back to standing. We're going 8 each way. Make sure that foot stays flat. That hip's coming back. Now 8 each way. Go right back into our side bends. Now number 2, again, we're going 10 reps. Think about slow on the way down. Shoulders stay square here. Feet close together. 10 on each side, and then we're gonna go back to that reverse fly. This will be our last round here. Again, if you can get that slight pause at the top, get that nice big squeeze. Make sure you have that slight bend in the elbows here. I'm just going 10 reps. Right back to our last set of lateral lunges. And if this is too much, just stay in that wide stance. We'll just shift side to side. And if you finish out there, we'll get one more set of our side bends, and that'll be it. And that is it for this workout.